The complete works of Swami Vivekananda, the religion we are born in, addressed by Swami Vivekananda at Dhaka in 1901, Part 3. Then there is image worship, except the five devtas who are to be worshipped in every auspicious karma, as enjoined in our Shastras. All the other devtas are merely the names of certain states held by them. But again, these five devtas are nothing but the different names of that one God only. This external worship of images has, however, been described in all our Shastras as the lowest of all the low forms of worship. But that does not mean that it is a wrong thing to do. Despite the many iniquities that have found entrance into the practices of image worship as it is in vogue now, I do not condemn it. Where would I have been if I had not been blessed with the dust of the holy feet of that orthodox image worshipping Brahmin? Those reformers who preach against image worship or what they denounce as idolatry, to them I say, brothers, if you are fit to worship God without form, discarding all external help, do so. But why do you condemn others who cannot do the same? A beautiful large edifice, the glorious relic of a hoary antiquity, has out of neglect or disuse fallen into a dilapidated condition. Accumulations of dirt and dust may be lying everywhere within it. Maybe some portions are tumbling down to the ground. What will you do to it? Will you take it in hand, the necessary cleansing and repairs, and thus restore the old? Or will you pull the whole edifice down to the ground and seek to build another in its place, after a modern plan whose permanence has yet to be established? We have to reform it, which truly means to make ready by or perfect by necessary cleansing and repairs, not by demolishing the whole thing. There the function of reform ends. When the work of renovating the old is finished, what further necessity does it serve? Do that if you can. If not, hands off. The band of reformers in our country want, on the contrary, to build up a separate sect of their own. They have, however, done good work. May the blessings of God be showered on their heads. But why should you Hindus want to separate yourselves from the great common fold? Why should you feel ashamed to take the name of Hindu, which is your greatest and most glorious possession? This national ship of ours, ye children of the immortals, my countrymen, has been plying for ages, carrying civilization and enriching the whole world with its inestimable treasures. For scores of shining centuries, this national ship of ours has been ferrying across the ocean of life and has taken millions of souls to another shore beyond all misery. But today it may have sprung a leak and got damaged. Through your own fault or whatever caused it, matters not. What would you, who have placed yourself in it, do now? Would you go about cursing it and quarreling amongst yourselves? Would you not all unite together and put your best efforts to stop the holes? Let us all gladly give our hearts and blood to this. And if we fail in the attempt, let us all sink and die together with the blessings and not curses on our lips. And to the Brahmins I say, vain is your pride of birth and ancestry. Shake it off. Brahminhood, according to the Shastras, you have no more now, because you have for so long lived under Milicha kings. If you at all believe in these words of your own ancestors, then go this very moment and make expiation by entering into the slow fire kindled by Tusha, like that old Kumarila Bhatt, who, with the purpose of ousting the Buddhists first, became a disciple of the Buddhists and then defeating them in argument became the cause of death to many, and subsequently entered the Tushanala to expiate his sins. If you are not bold enough to do that, then admit your weakness and stretch forth a helping hand and open the gates of knowledge to one and all and give the downtrodden masses once more their just and legitimate rights and privileges.